Why do retro games have input lag on modern TVs? Imagine pressing a button on your classic Nintendo Entertainment System and waiting a split second before your character jumps. That feeling of instant response was normal back in the day. Today, when you connect those same games to a modern flat-screen television, the response feels sluggish. This difference is what we call input lag. But why does it happen? Let's break it down. In the 1980s, most televisions were cathode ray tube sets. These TVs drew images directly onto the screen using an electron beam, which meant there was almost no delay between your controller input and what you saw. The process was simple and quick. Modern televisions, however, are designed to make movies and shows look their best. They use digital processing to improve picture quality, which adds extra steps before the image appears on the screen. Features like motion smoothing, noise reduction, and upscaling are common on modern TVs. These features analyze and modify the image to make it look sharper and smoother. But each of these steps takes time. When you press a button on your controller, the signal has to go through the TV's processor, which adjusts colors, smooths motion, and scales the image to fit the high-resolution screen. This processing creates a delay, which is why your game feels less responsive. Most modern TVs have a setting called game mode. Turning this on disables most of the extra processing, which helps reduce input lag. With game mode activated, the delay can drop from over 80 milliseconds to less than 20 milliseconds. Still, some delay remains because the TV still needs to convert the old analog signals from retro consoles into digital signals and scale the image properly. Another factor is the original game system. Older consoles like the Atari or NES only checked the controller once per frame, which at 60 frames per second means about 16 milliseconds of response time. When you add even a small amount of delay from the TV, it becomes noticeable, especially in fast-paced games where timing is everything. Cables and adapters also play a role. Using original cables or high-quality modern replacements can help. But some HDMI adapters or converters introduce their own delay. Wireless controllers tend to have more lag than wired ones, which can make the response feel even more sluggish. For fans of the instant feel of retro gaming, this lag can be frustrating. The nostalgia isn't just about the visuals or sounds but about how tight and responsive the controls felt. Modern TVs, even the best ones, can't quite match the zero-lag experience of a CRT television. If you want to get as close as possible to that original feeling, using a CRT TV is the best option. CRTs are still highly valued in the retro community for their authentic look and feel. If that's not an option, enable game mode, turn off all picture enhancements, use wired controllers, and choose high-quality cables. Some enthusiasts even use special upscalers or line doublers designed to minimize lag. In the end, input lag on modern TVs is a trade-off. You get a bigger, sharper picture, but you lose some of the immediate responsiveness that made those old games so addictive. Knowing these technical reasons helps explain why the experience feels different today and shows how you can try to get closer to the original feel.